Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. This is Emma Does Ties. Today's video is going to be about how to cut a basic sleeve. If you are new here, please subscribe and turn on the post notification to get notifications anytime I post new videos. Let's get right into this video. I'm going to be starting with a short sleeve, and I'll be using this brown paper for the purpose of this tutorial. You can cut directly on your fabrics and you can use a brown paper. As you can see, I've gone ahead to draw a straight line on my brown paper, and that will serve as our starting line. And also my brown paper is on fold. As you can see, I've folded it into two. The next line I'm going to be drawing now is our bicep line, and I'm going to be using 4.5 inches. You can go ahead and use 5 inches. Both 4.5 and 5 inches works for everybody. So I'll start from the starting line and measure 4.5 inches, and that will serve as our bicep line. That is the cap of our sleeve. I will also go ahead and draw a straight line on the bicep point. So guys, the next thing for me is to measure the length of my sleeve, and because I'm going with the short sleeve first, I will be making use of 8 inches. When I measured my short sleeve, I have 8 inches. It all depends on you. It all depends on where you want your short sleeve to reach. Yours might be 9, it might be 10. It all depends on your choice. So I'll go ahead and draw a straight line across the length of my short sleeve. That is where I want my sleeve to reach. So guys, this is our starting line, the bicep line, and the length of our short sleeve. Then I'm going to come to our starting line and measure 4 inches. As you can see, from the middle I marked the point where I get 4 inches, and also I'm going to measure my bicep on my hand, and I'll go to the bicep line and take the bicep of my hand. I measured my aunt's bicep to be 5.5 inches, and that is what you see me measuring. I've marked the point where I get 5.5 inches, and I'll add 1.5 inches to the 5.5 inches for stitching allowance. I will go ahead and take a measurement from my starting line to my bicep line, and anything I get, I'll divide it by 2, as you can see, and I'll mark the point there. I'm dividing it by 2 here, and whatever it is that I get, I'll mark a point at that place. Then I'll go ahead and join the points together. This is my cuff rule. I'm arranging it so that I'll be able to join the points together. So with my cuff rule, I'm joining the middle point up first. As you can see, I'm joining it up. Then I'll place my cuff rule on the other side and curve from the middle point to my bicep line. I hope you understand how I join the points together. You can use your free hand if you don't have a curve rule. Just make sure that the points meet with each other. As you can see, we have a very nice curve here. So guys, now for the round sleeve, my round sleeve measurement is 5 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark the points where I have 5 inches, and I will add extra 1.5 inches for stitching allowance. I'll use my ruler to join the points together. Just mark the line across my round sleeve measurement with the curve I've already made, as you can see. So guys, this is basically all for our short sleeve measurements. So right now I'll go ahead and measure my armhole measurement, round armhole measurement. My round armhole measurement is 14. Divided by 2, it gives me 7. So I'm using my tape rule to measure it. This is the point where I get 7, as you can see. that is 7. The remaining one is for stitching allowance. The remaining small space 1 inch is for stitching allowance, as you can see. So that will be all for our short sleeve pattern. So I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So guys, this is the final outcome. As you can see, I just want you to remember that this brown paper is on fold. So let's go ahead and draft for the long sleeve pattern. I've already drafted a straight line across, and that will be our starting line. Then I will go down by 4.5 inches, just like I did while drafting the short pattern, and that will be our bicep line. I've gone down by 4.5 inches. So because this sleeve is a long sleeve, I'll be measuring my elbow measurement, which gives me 10 inches. So from my starting line, I'll go down by 10 inches, which is my elbow measurement. I'll make a point there, and I'll go ahead and draw a straight line across that point. I've done that, guys, as you can see. Then the next thing I'll be doing now is to place my tape rule on the starting line. Then I'll measure the length of my sleeve. That is where I want my sleeve to reach. I've done that, and I have 18 inches. So I will draw a straight line also across the points where I have 18 inches, and that will be the length of my long sleeve pattern. So from the middle here, I'll go in by 4 inches, just like I've done while drafting for the short pattern. I'll go in by 4 inches, as you can see, and after that I'll measure my bicep line, and I'll head over to my bicep line, and I'll measure my bicep line there. My bicep line is 5.5 inches, just like I've used it for my short sleeve. I'll go in by 5.5 inches, and I'll make a point there. Then I'll also add 1.5 stitching allowance. While you are doing your own, guys, don't forget to add stitching allowance to your measurements. I will go ahead and place my tape rule from my starting line to my bicep line. I'll measure it and divide whatever I get there by 2, just like as I've done while drafting the short sleeve pattern. As you can see, I'll be dividing what I got here by 2. Whatever I got, I'll make a point there. Then I'll go ahead and connect the points together, just like as I've done for the short sleeve pattern. So I've joined the point together here, and I'll just go ahead and measure my round armhole measurement. I wanted to know if it's accurate, and as you can see, I've gotten my 7.5 at that point where my hand touched, and the remaining allowance is stitching allowance. The next thing is to take my elbow measurement divided by 2 and mark it on my elbow line. My elbow measurement is 9 divided by 2. I have 4.5. So I'll mark the points where I have 4.5 on my elbow line. That is what you see me marking there. Then I'll also go ahead and mark the stitching allowance, which is 1.5. Then I will join it together to my bicep line. As you can see, I'm joining it together to my bicep line. Then the last one is my wrist measurement. I'm taking my wrist measurement here. Go ahead and do the same. You take the measurement of your wrist, whatever you get, you divide it by 2 and you mark it on the wrist line. Then don't forget to add 1.5 stitching allowance. This is me marking the measurement of my wrist divided by 2 here. So go ahead and do the same. As you can see, I'm marking my wrist measurement divided by 2. Then I'll also add 1.5 stitching allowance to my measurement. I've done that already. Then I'll go ahead and join it to my elbow measurement, to my elbow line, as you see me doing this video. So guys, it's so simple and straightforward. I'll go ahead and cut it out. So guys, this will be all for the cutting of this short and long sleeve. If you find this tutorial helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, share, and don't forget to turn on the post notification to get notifications anytime I post new videos. See you in the next tutorial. Bye.